Well, a major push on innovation in Victoria this week with a forum hosted by the Victorian Chamber. And it certainly had the big discussion about the role of startups in the economy and a report released by Deloitte Access Economics that showed that Victoria is certainly punching above its weight in that field. Well, one company that's doing that at the moment, particularly with the help of the government agency LaunchVic, is the co-founder and is Fourth Rev, and I've got the co-founder and the CEO of the company, Omar Da Silva, with me. Omar, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Big discussion this week about innovation, big discussion about startups.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your company. How did it start up and what help, I guess, did the government and LaunchVic sort of give your company to start up, and how vital was it?
Yeah, sure. So Fourth Rev, we started in May 2019, education company helping people break into digital skills careers or high growth digital careers. Where we're filling a gap in the market which we believe exists, which is helping universities and industry collaborate and build industry relevant skills so individuals can actually get the outcomes that they're looking for from their programs. LaunchVic included us in a program called 30 by 30, which is their program towards 30 unicorns by 2030 from startups founded here in Melbourne.
Just explain what a unicorn is.
Unicorn simply is a company that's got a valuation of $1 billion, which they're increasing in volume, decreasing over the last 18 months as the world sort of sorted itself out and valuations have cooled off a little bit. But the push is, how can we get some of those big companies out of Melbourne? Well, how can we get more of those big companies out of Melbourne, like Linktree, which was founded here in Melbourne? And the program's been great. It's really about the scale-ups beyond the early day startups. Us, 8 other companies, formalised education, coaching, support, some grant dollars in there for ongoing professional development as well. Yeah, they've been wonderful to work with.
And in terms of the initial government support, what form was it? Was it monetary? Was it expertise?
Yeah, sure.
Through that.
Yeah, so Fourth Rev didn't have government support from our earliest conception. Yeah. We were a self-funded startup, which then attracted VC investment from across the globe. But then with this particular program from LaunchVic, it was all education, networking support with some dollars, not explicitly towards business growth as the companies are at a particular stage, but more so around that education.
What's the aim of the company, especially in the education space?
Yeah, so for us, it's about how can we get more individuals breaking into high growth digital careers here and abroad. So we're talking things like data analytics, data science, coding, cybersecurity. Yeah, basically those those careers that provide people the chance to have more relevance, more impact in the digital ecosystem.
And once you essentially launched, what is the goal for you? You've scaled up to a company with around about 150 employees. Have you got further aspirations?
Yeah, so we're very ambitious. We're about 4 years old now. We want to build a company which has got global impact, has got global scale. So we work with universities in Canada, in the US, in the UK, as well as, of course, here in Australia. We serve students in many different countries, dozens of different countries. Yeah. We do really want to continue our pathway as being an influential innovator in the education space, working with top 50 universities across the globe. Yep. We've been fortunate enough to be recognised with some global awards out of the US and also out of the UK as well as Australia. And we want to, keep ourselves on the map, continue to be as impactful as possible. And impact in our world looks like job outcomes, career outcomes, salary increases, new career pathways. In all parts of the globe.
So aiming high, hoping that, humble beginnings, but obviously with a bit of support from LaunchVic, which is a government, Victorian government agency. What would you say to people, just finally, if they want to do a startup?
Do it, is the short answer. I mean, it's hard work, stacks to be done. If you're passionate, if you're interested, if you're wanting to give something a shot, the best way of doing it is literally doing it. Don't overthink it.
Oh, awesome. Great advice, and thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Talking to us after the forum this week with innovation, people from Silicon Valley here, and it's great to have you here in the studio talking to us about it. Omar Da Silva,
thanks, Simon. Appreciate it.